Hey everyone, welcome to Z's Bees. Today I want to show you a very quick way to make some pollen patties. I've had very good luck with these pollen patties. The one thing is that they don't last overly long. So I installed a whole bunch of hives. I've been going through putting pollen patties in. I like to make the pollen patties the same day that I put them in the hive, and I get about a good week or two out of them before they start to really harden up out there. So it doesn't take long. There's not a lot of cleanup. And I have my daughter Paige who's going to help us make all this stuff. So the nice part is there's not any crazy recipe where you have to measure down to the really fine amounts. So we have about 2 cups of sugar. You want to put it in the bowl? All right. Here I have Ultra Bee, and if you can work with this without getting it all over, that's always good. So we're going to take about 2 cups, pour that in. Okay. We have that. I have a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I think this keeps it a little bit fresh from molding. I don't know if it does or not. I've seen it on a couple different things. So I'll put a little bit of that in there. Then what I'll do is I have some of my 1-to-1 sugar water, and I'll just pour a little bit in there, and I'll take a rigid wooden spoon and I'll start to mix this up. Paige, while I do that, do you want to take some of this wax paper that we'll put it on and give me about that much, tear it off? Add just a little bit more. I like to have a consistency a little bit, I guess almost like a Play-Doh, but I guess I'll show you here in just a second. So I'm taking it, I'm mixing it all up in here. What do you think of the smell?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
I don't think it smells too bad. In my sugar water, I do have, if you use Honeybee Healthy, or I created my own, it's basically just sugar water with some lemongrass oil, as well as I use a little bit of wintergreen in there, and it just creates a real nice scent. So see here, I'm starting to get to the point where it's starting to thicken up. And the nice part is if it's a little too runny, you can add a little more sugar and pollen substitute. This actually looks pretty good here. I'd say this is about 2.5 pounds, which will give you, depending on the size that you want, 1 or 2 pollen patties. Mix it up good, and the nice part is that's kind of the consistency that I like.
It smells like peanut butter.
What's that?
It smells like peanut butter.
Peanut butter a little bit? Yeah. All right, so now what we'll do, I just have the honey out here. If you wanted to add a little bit of your honey in there, you could. It would supplement as far as the sugar water. So what I'll do here now is I'll just take a couple globs of this. We'll put it there. Put it here. I like to put about 1 pound, depending on how much I have. You could put this directly on the frames, but the consistency I have, it's just one of those where it might run down into the frames. I like to keep a little bit wetter consistency because it feels like it stays in the hive for a while. And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of press it down. I'll use my hands so that it doesn't get all over. And there you have it. That's about a 1 pound pollen patty. So Paige, you want to, I'll grab this here. We'll clean up the edge a little bit. And then what we'll do, we'll get another about that much. We'll take what we have in here, and you can scale this up as much as you need to. So again, this, I'll probably just make 2 pollen patties out of this. So they're about a pound. This one will probably be a little bit more. We'll scrape that into this one, and again, you fold it up. And cleanup is really not that bad. So we have really only like 2 or 3 dishes, and these can go right out onto the hive. So again, we'll kind of flatten this out. Paige, you want to squish that side? Put your hand there and kind of squish it out so it doesn't.
Oh, that feels weird.
Doesn't it?
Ew, you can do it.
So this is the protein that the bees get. So there we have it. You can do more or less, whatever you want. These are ready for the hive, and they'll stay nice and malleable for a good week or two. And most of my hives right now, given this time of year, they're taking these down in less amount of time. I put the whole thing right on there. You can poke holes in it if you want. You can cut it off nice and trim. They'll take that wax paper and just clean it right out. All right, so there you have it. That's how you make a really quick and fast pollen patty if you need them in a hurry. And Paige has something to say as well.
Thank you for watching Z's Bees. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Thank you.